Hello, everybody. Welcome to another episode of D2C Winning Mantra. Today, we have the national winners of RB Global Challenge 2020. Hi, team. Thank you so much for joining us today from IIM Calcutta. How are you guys doing?
We're doing great. We're all back at the campus, and it's yeah, it was fun winning it all together and celebrating it as well.
Moving on to the part where we talk about RB Global Challenge. So, tell us something about the competition. How was the competition structured, and what were the different rounds conducted during RB Global Challenge 2020?
RB Global Challenge was a product innovation challenge, and it was unlike many other case competitions like a lot of us participate in. So, in, the key problem statement was we had to identify any problem around us and see how it fits into RB's portfolio and create a business model around it. So initially there was a campus round and where we had to submit our initial problem and our ideas and what we were going to do about it after the campus round. So there was the nationals, and in the time leading up to the nationals, all of us were allotted buddies, and we had a lot of master classes with different RB brands, which really helped us open up our perspectives. So yeah, it was a very enriching experience all around.
Just adding to Harsh, before the campus round, also there was a preliminary screening round where we had a test and one of the case still kind of a thing. So after that, we were selected for the case round,
Yeah.
campus round, where we had to submit the idea.
But as you were working on that one idea that you just talked about, what all were the difficulties that you came across, or the roadblocks or obstacles, in other words? What all obstacles did you face when working on your big idea?
So the idea itself, we wanted to do something extremely innovative, but at the same time extremely relevant as well, because we knew that even though if we come up with a brilliant idea, in order to actually make it scalable, it needs to fit into RB's purpose and be relevant for the masses of the country. So we decided to take a problem that was very common. We were facing it in everyday life, but while making the product idea, it was very important that we establish the feasibility of the idea, because that is where it all boils down to whether this idea will work or not. So for us, the major challenge was that the idea we were proposing had a very new technology behind it, which had not been used before in the country. And that is why it was difficult for us to really establish the merit of the idea, and then convince the judges and the jury that this idea really will sell. So yeah.
I'm sure it would have taken a lot of effort to convince the jury, especially when you were talking about something new in the market. How did you guys come up with that one big idea that you decided that this is the one that, we are going to present to the jury, or this is the one that we're going to work on? What all went into finding that one big idea?
So at start, the process started with first we finding what are the different problems, like what can we solve, what can actually a product can be proposed for it. So we were looking at different problems. We did talk with few people around us, like what is so main at during that time, like today during today also, COVID is one of the big concern, and going out is a big hesitation for people. So we did talk with people. What was the what is the key problem or key thing which actually bothers us. So at times the whole picture of the problem might seem to be very large, but there is a very root or like a very key problem or key hesitation because of it arise. So we were trying to look at different what is exactly that key hesitation which we can solve, which we can actually work on. So that's how it came, like when we were talking with our families, with our relatives, with our friends, and then we came up with that people are hesitant because everyone is facing this common thing of touching public places now, and that's one of the big hurdle of going out. Even if you're coming back to the new normal and we're trying to go out, this is a big hesitation in everyone's mind. So we started with that problem, and then we looked at how we can even solve this or not. And then we found a little bit found that there were technologies which were working on self-sanitizing skins, and that's how we actually started. So we did talk with different people. We also found few problems also around. Yeah.
Wow, that sounds like an amazing process of coming up with that one idea. And I'm sure that you guys would have been very keen about that idea as well and very excited about it. And now that you're the national winners, I are you going to implement this idea in the near future? Are you thinking of working on it?
So the idea that we actually proposed is something that it requires a lot of research and development from RB's end as well, and at the same time we would definitely love to see RB implement it, and I think the way the jury was really impressed with our idea, the idea itself, I think the main reason we won is the fact that it is very relevant and it is extremely scalable in the country. So I think as a team, we would really love that this idea get implemented on a large scale in the country and we get to see the product in front of our eyes very soon.
Absolutely. Even I hope that your idea gets implemented on a larger scale and that you see how it comes out. And but this competition, RB Global Challenge, was held on a global front, right? And you are
Right.
the national winners and you are about to step into the international competition. What is
Yes.
your preparation for that? How are you going to convince everybody out there in the international market that your idea is the one idea that should win?
I think the key here is about the problem we are trying to solve. Is it relatable to the global audience or not? And we believe that the problem which we are focusing, like we are trying to solve, is relevant on the global scale. The global audience will also relate to it. So if you relate that to the problem, and if you believe that this product will able to solve that, then we win it. So now our journey will be to make them believe that this product will actually be able to solve this issue, because this issue is at a global scale and not just to the Indian audience.
And I think we would definitely want that now that we're not just representing IIM Calcutta, but India on the global front. So we would want India to win. And I think that's one of the key motivating factors we have on the international level.
Absolutely. And I hope and I will pray, and everybody out there to compete will hope that in Team India wins this
Yes.
competition. And this year, the trophy comes home.
Yes.
Okay. But as far as the jury is concerned, what all questions did they ask all the participants? And we know that you must have answered very well now that you're here as the national winners. But from their perspective, what were they expecting from the participants?
So the jury were like looking at all angles, whether it be the customer's needs or whether it be from the RB's business perspective. So like they were going really deep into whatever the idea was, like how deep is the problem? Like, is this something that really needs to be solved, or would the product be will actually be able to solve it? And when they, even if they believe that the problem is there, then the biggest question is, would it relate to RB, and would it be something that RB will be able to scale, and would it be only something that is limited to India, or can they scale it across the globe? So like they were looking at it very holistically, and some of the questions were really interesting. Like when we were looking at other participants' presentations, and some of these questions couldn't come to my mind at least. And when I heard the jury asking it, like it really enlightened me.
I think one key aspect I would like to add here is the judges really wanted whether your product is actually solving a problem or you came up with a product and then designed the problem. So I think the problem had to be very relevant here.
I think that's a very crucial point that you have mentioned, Soumya, that we need to realize the problem first and then come up with the solution
Yeah.
instead of thinking about it, vice versa. Okay. What for you especially stood out about RB Global Challenge 2020, and what do you think makes this competition different from all the other competitions?
I think with from like what makes it different from the other competition is that they actually give you an opportunity to experience the whole process of actually identifying a problem, then create and give you also a lot of liberty and space to think of. So most of the competitions have a case or have a specific problem that you need to solve. You may not even have an expertise, and there is a little unfair ground for people. I feel like maybe someone has great expertise in that particular industry, they might have worked on it, they might have witnessed that same problem statement before, But here it's a very you have the liberty to actually identify the problem. Also, you have the liberty to uh, use your own knowledge towards it to create a product, and you can experience the whole process of it. It's just not one part you're trying to solve. It's about thinking holistically and at a granular level also at the same time. So I think that's what it makes different from the other case competitions. At least that's what I feel.
We all talk about your winning, we all talk about how you grabbed the final trophy. But was there a proper strategy in place for winning this competition? Uh, that was there in all your minds before you stepped into the competition? Was there a winning strategy? And if there was, what was it? And if not, how did you progress throughout the competition?
I think one of the main things that we three really agreed on and worked together was the fact that we wanted to make our presentation extremely easy to understand, and it should have a proper storyboarding, a proper flow. And I think that is what makes it very it kind of makes it very easy for the other person to understand. So even if they don't hear us tell our idea, if somebody were to see our presentation at this stage, I think it becomes very clear. So what we three were really focusing on was to not overcomplicate stuff or not just put everything on the slides. It was more about making it very clear and understandable for both the judges. And even when we were presenting, I think the strategy was to focus on the key points and focus on creating a flow within the presentation. And maybe that's what really helped us, apart from the idea itself.
Absolutely. I actually agree with your points a lot, Soumya, where especially the part where you mentioned that it's very important for your presentation to have a storyboard and so that it can connect with the audience as well as with the jury, because it's very essential for them to understand your idea holistically.
Yeah,
Okay,
It's just like you have 15 minutes, so better present it in a story so that you can get the concentration.
exactly.
exactly. Okay, now why would you say that B school students should participate in competitions like this one, RB Global Challenge? Why do you think that? How do you think these B school competitions or corporate competitions shape a B schooler's life?
From my personal experience, I feel they teach you a lot. I participated in almost, I feel like around 10 case competitions, or like almost 10. And I feel, first of all, it does give you a skill which people call it as PPT skill. It's more of how you tell your own thoughts in the man in the through PPTs in the most simplest and effective manner. I think that is something I have learned only from case competition, I like to say, because that actually tells you what's important to be told, what needs to be told, and in what manner you have to tell and what exactly. Then about your thinking process, uh, I think it has shaped my thinking process in a way, from how I think the first case competition I participated to today. How do I approach a problem statement? So that, and as well as how to actually convey my thoughts to the
Uh,
other
so,
people who may not be in front of me.
to add here, like most of our MBA education is a bit like we get a holistic view of things, but we don't get deep into anything like in these 2 years. So these case competition are a great way to get deeper into any industry you're interested in. So suppose you like FMCG and you want to really delve deeper into how they look at their products, how they market it. So this is a great opportunity for that also.
And one last thing I would add here is I think the three of us have known each other for like 2 years. But the fact that we participated in this case competition, we got to know what were each other's strengths and, how we can leverage each other's strengths to the best to make the best presentation possible. So I think that is for a B schooler to connect with more and more people and, understand what each other's strengths are. I think that was also very enriching.
I think that is the way of networking. Just we
Yeah.
say networking.
I cannot agree with you guys more. I think these corporate competitions play a very crucial role for in order to give a B school student a reality check of what the corporate world out there is. And I think this is the first step of of these B school students into the corporate world. So it plays a very, very intricate and very, very critical role for every B schooler's life, and at least they should participate in one competition to get an idea of what exactly holds for them out there. Okay, now that we're coming to this to a close of this discussion, what is that one final advice that you would like to give to the future participants of RB Global Challenge?
My
That
advice here would be, I think it resonates a lot to what the judges also said is, I think it should solve a real problem. So while there are a lot of innovations or such eccentric ideas that exist in the market, but until and unless it really speaks to the consumer and it really solves for a consumer need, the idea won't be very scalable and sellable. So I think it is about understanding your consumer problem very precisely and then trying to solve for it instead of going the other way around.
And I would say just keep an open mind throughout the process. Like there were times when we believed something, but like we were discussing something with our mentors and they believe something else. So like it's very important to keep an open mind and look at it from all angles and rather than just believing that you are correct all the time. So that is also very important.
actually understand your problem well before designing the product. If you can identify that simple problem, it doesn't have to be a big problem, a simple problem, but very well exactly who is it affecting and who is it not, then you can come up with the product. I feel that's how you should approach or start with this competition.
Those are some very crucial advices that you guys have shared, and I'm sure that if the young guns of today stick to these advices, they are going to win the future editions of RB Global Challenge. Thank you so much, guys, for being here today. And we hope that you guys win the global trophy and India stands out from all the other countries and RB Global Challenge 2020 comes home this year. Thank you so much for being with us today. It was very enlightening talking to you.